Hi everyone, my name is Natalie and welcome to my channel. If you don't already know, I'm going to be attending Brown University and studying neuroscience on the pre-medical track. And today I'm going to be reading my Common App essay. This video was really requested in my other two videos, but I've been really hesitant in filming it just because I feel like every time I pull up my essay to read it, I just hate it a little bit more. But honestly, I figured if I was proud of it a year ago, I might as well read it. So if you don't know what the Common App is, it's basically this website where you apply to your colleges and they require a personal statement essay, which is going to be sent to all the colleges you apply to, or at least the ones that require it, which is most of them, I believe. So the Common App gives you 7 prompts to choose from, and the prompts are pretty broad. They're just a way of like guiding your essay. I even think the last prompt is just write about whatever you want. So there's not really much restriction in writing these essays. You just write about whatever you want, as long as you're making it personal to yourself. So hopefully this serves as a motivation or inspiration for you to start writing your essay if you're a rising senior. I know watching these videos really motivated me and gave me ideas on how exactly to structure my essay. But with that being said, I know there's a lot of essays on YouTube and online about people reading their personal statements, but I just want to emphasize, please don't copy those essays. I guarantee you most of those, if not all of them, are uploaded to the Common App or received by a lot of schools. So if you try and plagiarize them, odds are you're going to be detected of that, and it's just going to hurt you in the long run. So please don't do it. So the prompt I decided to answer is: some students have a background, identity, interest, or talent that is so meaningful they believe their application would be incomplete without it. If this sounds like you, then please share your story. I believe that's the first prompt in the Common App. So yeah, you don't have to title your essay, but I did. Mine is titled Overdressed. So I have my computer with me, that's why I'm looking down, and I'm just gonna get started in reading it. A fire lived in my cheeks. I felt them burn bright like the red jeans I wore that morning for 6th grade picture day. Snickers and stares from tones of gray and beige engulfed my day, causing my stomach to churn with embarrassment. This was my chance to break free from the chains of khaki pants and green-collared shirts that imprisoned me throughout the school year. However, this freedom was overpowered by the boldness of my apparel. Fidgeting with the sleeves of my satin blouse, I tried my best to quiet the loudness of my outfit. My mother would always dress me when I was younger. Molding my views on my style and identity, I was in constant awe of how she always looked effortlessly perfect. Dominating the world in high heels and pantsuits, she raised me to be just as put together. However, I often did not want to stand out. I wanted to look like the other, more popular girls in school, those who wore their skirts just a tad too high above their scraped knees, met by glittery mismatched socks, which my mom viewed as tacky. I came to understand her perspectives as I grew older, however. Growing into my own skin and developing my own sense of style, I dressed myself in confidence with every outfit I wore. Entering high school, my evolution of style was met with a change in looks from others. Walking amongst my peers, wearing my pink corduroy pants that flared out and cut at mid-calf, or a pantsuit paired with a dress down top, I was stunned by the sudden scrutiny from others. People began to compliment my appearance in contrast to what I had previously experienced. Admired and applauded for the items that decorated my body, I came to appreciate the fact that I was my own person. My mother's teachings let me recognize that I did not have to look like a carbon copy of every other teenage girl I previously wanted to be. Delving into artistic expression and feeling a sense of acceptance with myself that I had originally drifted from, owning my unique attire allowed me to embrace a much deeper aspect of my persona. Feeling different not only in the way I dressed, but with my cultural presence as well, I realized I had been at war with being Cuban. Cuban courses through my veins, but I never felt like I reflected such a culture. As the firstborn American in my family, I distanced myself from my roots. Believing I did not speak the same Spanish, that I wasn't loud enough, nor gifted with dancing abilities, I rejected an essential part of who I am. Spending the past summer in Boston at the Research in Science and Engineering program was a culture shock. People complimented my ability to pair a colorful dress with tennis shoes, or an interestingly textured sweater with shorts, just as much as they pointed out my accent, which I was previously unaware of. I am different in more ways than one, in new ways now. I realize my authenticity is what makes me stand out, and that is what others admire about me, and what I now admire about myself. As American as the others, I was setting a standard for how much Hispanic students could achieve. I boldly presented my project in a lace blouse and gold detailed pants, accent and all. Individuality allows me to be versatile with every look, adaptable. Shaped by my atmosphere, I am able to express myself infinitely. The clothes I wear change with the seasons and trends, but I remain grounded by my roots, and that will never change. Entering a new chapter in my life will only open doors, closet doors included, and let me unravel new layers of expression. No matter the degree of culture shock, my coat and boots will be packed. So that was my essay. I wrote it about clothes and I wrote it about being Cuban. But honestly, it took me quite a while to figure out what I was going to be writing my essay about, and I just figured that I love clothes, so might as well write about it. And I found a way to connect clothes and my passion for clothes and explain how that affected my life growing up and how I was different from others, and clothes is what set me apart. And I found a way to weave that into my identity and being Cuban, because I honestly struggled a lot growing up and throughout high school with accepting my identity and the fact that I was Hispanic. I remember feeling really distant from being Cuban, and I would reject it and I would not want to speak Spanish, and I was just really persistent on the idea that I was American and not Cuban, and that my beliefs didn't align with those of my culture or my family. But growing up, I realized that being American and being Cuban shouldn't be interchangeable, that I could be both. And I'm proud of who I am, and I really grew into my identity. I think that essay conveys that using a simple topic like clothes. So hopefully you can take away from this video that you can take a simple topic or something that you don't really see as important, and you can evolve it into something that reflects your persona and reflects what you want to convey in your essay. So for my example, I use clothes and I tied that into my identity, and I showed perseverance and personal growth through my essay. So I wrote my essay about that and how I grew as a person to accept those things and how I love clothes. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed my video, and I hope this gave you inspiration to start writing your essay if you haven't already. The summer before your senior year is a really good chance to get your personal essay out of the way. I wrote mine well into my senior year, and it was kind of stressful, so I really recommend starting early. The earlier the better. And if you need any help, or if you want any tips or assistance on writing your applications or writing your essays or having someone review them, definitely DM me on Instagram and I can give you more information on how I can help you out. But yeah, if you don't have Instagram, just comment below and I'll try to reach out to you in some way and hopefully help you with that, because I know it could be kind of challenging to get people to review your essays, and that's really important. So yeah, that's basically it for this video. I haven't uploaded in a while, I know. I was just really hesitant on filming this video, and I don't really know what else to film. If you don't know, I'm not going to be starting college this fall. We're starting in the spring term, so I don't really know what to film throughout the fall. I know I want to put out more college content, but I don't really have a means to right now. I feel like I might just deviate from that and still put out college content. I know some people wanted to see me record my supplemental essays, so for Brown or USC, those were some of the requested ones. So if you want to see that, let me know and I'll consider filming it. Even though I was hesitant on reading my essays, if you guys enjoyed it, then I'll do that. But if you also want to see like just my everyday life and how I'm being productive at home while I wait until January comes, let me know and I'll film, I don't even know what, but I'll figure it out. So yeah, thanks so much for watching again, and comment below what other videos you want to see. So